10 things highly self-aware people do effortlessly. Are you self-aware? Yep, I can see you nodding. We all like to think we're self-aware. It's probably because the opposite's not in any way magnetic. I mean, who actually confesses to low self-awareness? Or worse, a total lack of it? Who says out loud, I have no idea of what's going on with my thoughts and feelings and behavior, but who cares? Consequences, be damned. Air, no. It's hardly likely to win you many friends. It'd probably send people screaming in the other direction. The enviable art of self-awareness. Self-awareness is the capacity to interpret your actions, feelings, and thoughts objectively and respond appropriately and healthily. So it can be argued that we all have some level of self-awareness, because it's not possible to function in the world without it. But some people's self-radar is way off. That is, they can't get far enough away from themselves to make an accurate observation. And it can push them to respond to others and circumstances in maladaptive ways, which is often a disaster for relationships, especially if they do it on repeat. High self-awareness is aspirational. It means you can accurately figure yourself out, manage your emotions, behave according to your values, and understand how others perceive you. It's a tall order, right? No one can claim they nail it 100% of the time. But it's good to try. And understanding all of who you are is a great goal. Here's how the best in the game do it. They respond to stress in healthy ways. We all have different responses when the stress winds up. Some go into their fortress, some get wildly emotional, some shut down, some work harder, denying the impact the stress overload has on mind and body. Self-aware people know when it's becoming too much for them personally because they can read what's going on in their minds and bodies. They don't reach for the bottle or the fridge or the drugs or the credit card or any other dysfunctional way of coping. Instead, they turn to strategies they have in their well-being toolkit, healthy ones. They fight without an agenda. In other words, no swords, no shields. They know conflict, done well, can good for a relationship and can take you to a place of greater understanding. So they fight clean, they listen, and they do it with a goal of trying to improve a relationship, rather than belittle it. They make friends with criticism. They are not undone or shut down or sent into orbit by negative feedback as long as it's fair and reasonable. They are able to separate feedback they can use to make them better from feedback that is coming from someone else's mean agenda. And so they are able to grow from it. They can step out of their own shoes. Let's face it, we all approach life from the perspective most important to us, our own. Self-aware people can step lightly out of their own shoes, at least temporarily, and understand another view. Which means they keep their minds open, and their field of vision clear. Gold. They get how their actions affect others. I worked with a woman once whose favorite saying was, "I act on my truth." She believed this was fundamental to her being authentic. However, she was unable to see that her authentic actions often landed heavily on others. Sometimes, they hurt them when they didn't deserve it. Self-aware people hold true to their values. But they do not speak and act their truth at all costs. They understand that the truth can hurt. So they know when to temper it, and when to keep a lid on it.